Hello everyone, this is from Patio Frutal. Today I'm going to show you some of my fruit yard experiments. We're looking here right now, it's called a feijoa guava. Now the guava, it's not like your typical tropical guava, but it's pretty similar. You probably look up some videos of it. So I decided last year to buy these feijoa guavas, and I put it in a year ago. And during the first frost, heavy frost that we had from last winter, I went down to 20 one night, 20 degrees Fahrenheit. And the next night I went down to 18, actually 15. So in this experiment, didn't have the winter protection that I was supposed to give it to. So I am very pleased to see it that it's alive and it's growing. You know, hey, it made it through the winter, although I covered it after that, but that was a shocking cold weather for it without protection. So I bought two of them, and over here we have the other one. As you can see, good portion of it died off, but it's still alive, and hopefully this year I won't forget. I'll keep it under protection. So what I'm going to do right now is show you another experiment, because here in the Northeast, well, we are very limited to the kind of fruit that we can grow, because you know it's a weather climate. As we can see over here, this is my Arctic kiwis. Right now, it looks kind of bushy, and it gonna have to be trimmed off in the next few days. But I want you to see that. I don't know if you can see. There you go. There's a bunch of kiwis right there. There's more kiwis over there. And these are just baby kiwi. The reason why the plant is not trimmed off yet is because you can trim it when the flowers are going on. You have to wait until that gross burst of all those vines has passed, and that usually happens after the flower has fallen off and the fruit is already showing. So now I'm gonna make some plants with those. I'm gonna do some air layers and keep some of those from a friend of mine. But very really interested in this. It is my new experiment, and I'm gonna show you right here, because this one here, it also says Arctic kiwi. Well, I bought this from one of the big box store. We're gonna call it L store. So anywho, this is a kiwi vine. It looks like, well, like a regular fuzzy kiwi, which you know my Arctic kiwis are not the fuzzy type. So I bought two of these plants, and they have a nice growth. So what I'm doing is, because I read the tag, and the tag, let's see if I find it, has a picture of a regular kiwi. I'll show you the price. Let me put it upside down. See the price? $12.98. So I bought two of these for $26. Here's the other one right here. So, but then you look at the picture on the container, right? And it says Arctic kiwi, antioxidants and vitamin C. And the fruit that you see is not the one that is fuzzy. So that's gonna be my next experiment. And you say, well, what kind of experiments are you concluding up there? So I want to show you something now. This is a Chinese fruit called the jujube. And the jujube is used in Chinese medicine. It's a very delicious fruit. Most of its flavor is in the skin. So we are right here. Let me get some better shot because it might be too close. All right, so this is one of my jujube plants. And as you look in here in the leaves, You see tiny, see my finger? Tiny little flowers. I better get better shot because the flower is so little that you might miss it. See it right there at the end of my finger? That's it. So it produced a very delicious fruit. The Chinese people use the leaves for tea, for all kinds of ailments. And I got another jujube over here. And by the way, these plants, you see the little flowers? Even in small plants like this is only 2.5 feet tall. And that is a contorted jujube. The branches are like, they're going all over the place. And this is another one. This is a Lee jujube, and you see the little flowers there. So that is one of my other experiments. So I got 4 different jujube plants. This is the other one over here. And there you go. The same, she got little flowers going on. And hopefully I'll get some fruit this year. You can see I even got the tag over here. This is the Lee jujube. So I just want you guys to show you that don't be afraid to try experiment with your plants, because you never know what you're gonna end up getting. I mean, those new jujube, those new arctic kiwi plants, they look like they are regular tropical type. But you just gotta keep on trying. Maybe there's a new variety that somebody hybrid, and you might end up getting some delicious fruit. Now, what we got here, this one is another experiment. This is a northern grown. It's a Peter Honey's fig. Let's see if we can see it. There you go. Peter Honey's fig. So I bought this one this year, and hopefully we'll be getting some figs. I see a little buds over here on the leaves. So hopefully this experiment pay off. I had tried figs before. I showed you this one here. This is the forgot the name right now. This is another fig that I planted 3 winters ago, and I'm perfecting the way to preserve them through the winter. As you can see right here, see how tall this is? This is a stick that stay green. Another one over here. So I'm learning the methods of protecting them for the winter, so they don't have to die all the way down back to the floor. As you can see, this bush is doing pretty well. I got another fig over here. This is a Chicago Hardy, and the other one is brown turkey. Now here is my pergola, where I have my, as you can see right there, all my grapes. And I also have more grapes over here. So this is a place that I'm going to be planting my new Arctic kiwis. We'll see if they can make it through the winter. Well, let me tell you, I'm gonna have to say goodbye to my grapes, because I really care more for figs, for Arctic kiwis than grapes. Grapes, it's more likely like to be bird food, because they usually end up eating all of my grapes by the time they get ripe. So that doesn't happen with the kiwis, because since they are green colored fruit, I don't know, the bees and the bugs don't go for it. But we're gonna give it a shot at this new experiment. So there you go, guys, from Patio Frutal. Hope you like, share, and subscribe, and gonna wish you a have a good evening. Bye.